Hello and welcome to our very first episode of Voices of the North, where we delve into the intricate tapestry of Indigenous perspectives within Canadian politics. I'm your host, Yenal.
And I'm Mo. Today we're spotlighting two remarkable Indigenous changemakers, Senator Lillian Dick and the former Attorney General Jody Wilson-Raybould.
So Mo, can you tell me about Lillian Duke? Can you share with us how she exemplifies Indigenous resilience, joy, and brilliance?
Absolutely, Yenal. Lillian Dick's journey is a powerful testament for resilience. Born in North Battleford, Saskatchewan, she was the first Indigenous woman in Canada to earn a PhD in science and later became the first Indigenous female senator. Despite facing discrimination due to her mixed Cree and Chinese heritage, she preserved her academic achievements in neuroscience and her advocacy for Indigenous rights. Highlights her brilliance and commitment to making a difference. Lillian's joy comes through in her passion for education and justice, demonstrating the incredible strength and positivity she brings to her work.
That's really inspiring, Mo. How has she contributed to the Indigenous representation within Canada's politics?
Lillian Dick's impact on Canadians' politics is profound. Appointed to the Senate in 2005, she was a trailblazer as the first senator of both Chinese and Indigenous descent. She has been a vocal advocate for Indigenous rights, focusing on issues like criminal justice reform, violence against Indigenous women, and education. Her work, such as introducing Bill S-215 to address violence against Indigenous women, showcases her commitment to creating systemic change and amplifying Indigenous voices in the political arena.
Yeah, that's really incredible how much she has accomplished within her career. Now,
All right, so now let's turn the spotlight on Jody Wilson-Raybould. Can you tell us how Jody Wilson-Raybould demonstrates Indigenous resilience, joy, and brilliance?
absolutely. Jody Wilson-Raybould's story is one remarkable resistance. Growing up in British Columbia, she faced all the challenges of being an Indigenous woman in a mainly non-Indigenous political landscape. As the first Indigenous Attorney General of Canada, she worked tirelessly to uphold justice and integrity. Her courage and brilliance are really evident in her strong commitment to her principles when she was really when she was forced to which were challenged during the SNC Lavender scandal. Jody's work has inspired many people, especially the Indigenous community, showcasing the strength and wisdom that Indigenous leaders bring to the forefront, and the importance of diversity within the political system.
Yes, truly a trailblazer. How has Jody Wilson-Raybould impacted Indigenous representation within Canadian politics?
Jody Wilson-Raybould has significantly advanced Indigenous representation. Her service as Attorney General has marked by efforts of reconciliation within the Indigenous community and address systematic injustices. She has been a strong advocate for Indigenous rights and governance, pushing her greater autonomy and respect for Indigenous laws and traditions. Her courage in the face of political pressure, particularly during the SNC Lavender affair, highlighted her unwavering commitment to integrity and justice. She truly has set a powerful example for future generations of Indigenous leaders.
Thank you so much for that, But now I would like to thank the sponsor for this episode, Roots and Remedies. It's a 100% Indigenous-owned company dedicated to delivering health and wellness solutions right to your doorstep monthly. Boxes filled with all natural and sustainable supplements, herbs, and handmade products, and so much more. And if you use the promo code VOICES in all caps, you can get 50% off your first 3 months. Please go to www.rootsandremedies.com to subscribe for a subscription. And thanks again to Roots and Remedies. And now back to the podcast. It's clear that both Lillian Dick and Jody Wilson-Raybould have made extraordinary contributions. How do you think their stories teach us about Indigenous resilience and brilliance,
That's a really good question, Mo. I feel like their stories are a testament to the strength, wisdom, and resilience inherent in Indigenous communities. I feel like Linian Dick's achievements in academia and politics, which has really demonstrated how perseveration and dedication can really overcome any systematic barriers set by very corrupt and undiverse barriers. But although also Jody Wilson Raybald's steadfast and committed to justice, even under immense pressure, highlights the importance of integrity and courage. Together, they show us how Indigenous joy, resilience, and brilliance are a powerful force that can really change Canadian society and really help Canada as a whole when it comes to the political system.
Well said, Yenal. That was very interesting. These changemakers remind us of the vital importance of Indigenous perspectives in shaping a more just and equitable Canada.
Absolutely. Their legacies really can inspire us to continue advocating for Indigenous rights and representation in all spheres of society. It's very inspiring for any person, especially Indigenous women, since these two Indigenous women really have shown what you can do against unwavering odds against you. Especially, it's a very hard landscape for them.
Yeah, I think you're on the right track for the two changemakers we've discussed. And with that, we've come to the end of our first episode of Voices of the North. Join us next time as we continue to explore the rich history of Indigenous perspectives within Canadian politics.
Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and remember to always amplify Indigenous voices. Thank you so much. This has been great.
Yeah, thank you for your time, Yenal.